Amber came back to join me for a little bit again. So, hi. We're both good night owls, apparently. So, I hope everyone enjoyed the stream earlier with Dr. Daniel Wilson. I mean, I thought it was a good stream. I don't know.
I like
I'm
it.
pretty happy with it. So, and we did, from the looks of it, we didn't have to kick that many people from the chat. So, yay!
Did they have to kick Jay? Because he
No,
was like,
no.
when my phone was going off, it was him. And I'm like, dude, you see I'm on here, cut it out. But he was telling me, like, maybe I should leave the chat because I guess he was causing, problems. Not at all like him at all,
Yeah, I know. It's so not like Jay. Yeah, but I mean, he would have been. I don't know. I would have minded some of the problems he caused. So
Yeah.
Problems. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sorry.
He's like my European Blairer. I'll put it that way. The chat will know what that means.
Sorry, I'm trying to fix this light. Hold on 1 second.
Whoa! What did Roadhog announce on his last live? What did I miss? Come on, give it up there, Karen Collins. What did I miss? I'm not a night owl, but really like you, EKC. It was a great stream and only saw one disrespectful comment. Mods did a great. Yeah, no, Mods did a really great job because like I only saw like a couple of them, but it was already after they had already like hit it or whatever. He played your video. Oh, cool. Who was the guest? Oh, this is Amber.
Hi.
I know her from Facebook. She's been on the channel before. She's one of my friends from like my vaccine advocacy time and Facebook and stuff. We still talk like all the time though. I mean, just because I'm not really actively doing that anymore, we still talk all the time. And she has her. I'll let her explain or reveal the pages and stuff that she's a part of in case I don't know. That's her business. Yeah.
You want me to do that now? Or?
Do you want to share anything? Yeah. Do you want to share anything?
I'm trying to fix this, y'all. I'm still in my garage, so yeah. I just I had a page that was once upon a time called Alternative Dr. Pan or Alt Pan, and it was just kind of there's a California senator who's also a pediatrician, Dr. Richard Pan, who is he is a great guy. He works really hard to promote public health and stuff in his position as a senator in California. And he got a lot of crap for it. Like he got so much crap. Like he's been harassed. He's been physically assaulted. He's been
he's had menstrual blood thrown on him.
That was exactly what I was going to. Somebody threw one of those cups at him, menstrual cups at him. Like how awful. So he just got a lot of crap, and so like one day I got really pissed off, and I was like, I wish Dr. Pan would like give these people what they deserve, and so like that's how Alternative Dr. Pan was born. It was like a play on words, like alternative doctor, like AKA not a doctor because I'm not a doctor, and all alternate, just different from not the actual original, Dr. Pan. I don't know. So, and the whole like shtick was what Dr. Pan would be like in an alternate universe if he weren't such a nice guy.
If you were allowed to just say and do whatever the hell you felt like, maybe.
And so basically it originally started with me just taking screenshots of like really awesome replies to really stupid anti-vaxxers on Dr. Pan's page. And just sharing them and laughing and making fun of people and stuff like that. And then it kind of then this one page came along, like what's the it's called What's the Harm or something, I don't know, and shared like one of my posts, and my page just like kind of blew up, and I was like, oh my god. So I went to this one chick that I knew, who was kind of well known in the pro-vax community, Erin, right here. She and I was like, oh my god, help me. And she's like, wait, you're Alt Pan? I'm like, yeah. And so she kind of helped show me the ropes, and from there, I've communicated with like Dr. Pan's. I've never spoken to him or anything, but I've communicated with like his people, and like there was never no one ever said like don't say this or do say this or anything like that. But it got to the point where I just felt like I was kind of, because a lot of people were like, oh, that's Dr. Pan, just being incognito. How is that fucking incognito? Like I'm
Yeah,
pretending to be. I mean, there's a picture, like a picture of him, like with a hoodie, like half covering his face, like a drawing. How is that being incognito? Like, pretty okay, sure, yes. Of all the names in the world, I could possibly choose if I were,
because like every sock account I've ever used, I named it, like Aaron's evil twin or something,
because that's what people do. Hey, it's really Amber Barber, the one that you guys hate. That's my sock's name.
Yeah.
But so I just kind of start, feeling like maybe some of the things I said could be like held against him in some way or something. No one ever said that necessarily or at all, but I just, and plus Larry, what's his face, got kicked off of Facebook, and kind of, my goal to eradicate him off the face of the earth was, at least Facebook earth was reached. And so we, another person on another one, because there are two other people behind the pages, Alt-Pan and Think Responsibly, and one of the other people behind it suggested that we, because we had Think Responsibly as well, which was a page kind of separate from Alt-Pan, but just more for fun and still making fun of like woo, but just all kinds of woo.
Yeah. That's the one thing like about that made your page like Dr. Pan and even Think Responsibly even now rather stand out from all the other ones, like even from ours from What's the Harm. And it was that yours was funny and the others are funny too. I think What's the Harm is kind of funny once in a while, but yours is like always like hilarious funny. I mean, it's like you guys don't miss a beat. It's kind of annoying.
It was kind of the thing. It was annoying. It's kind of the thing. Like I don't have, because they say that there's two ways to convince an anti-vaxxer of abandoning that ideology, and one is face-to-face interactions with someone who has survived or had or had a family member who has passed from a severe vaccine preventable disease. I've vaccinated. Everyone I know is vaccinated. I can't have one of those stories for them. And the other way is if someone close to them dies, and I don't wish that on anyone. I don't care, anti-vax or not. I don't want anyone to have to die for you to realize the error of your ways. Like that's not something even if it's just one person, I'm not willing to sacrifice that,
Right.
So my thing was, okay, if I can't change anybody's mind, I can present being an anti-vax person in a light that makes it look so absolutely ridiculous, so just out of this world. Who would want to be an anti-vaxxer? Who would want to be associated with an anti-vaxxer? Let's just point and laugh at them until nobody wants to be one. And that's
my whole thing was like, you're not going to change the mind of the person you're addressing. You're not, because I mean, most people who are that vocal about being anti-vax on social media, they're long ago bought in and subscribed to it all, and it's, as you and I think both can attest to it. It's not really about vaccines, it's about another issue, whatever that issue is debatable. But so the whole, so I don't know, accepting that just kind of freed me up. I think I was like, you know what? So if anything I say or do is not going to be for them or at them, then it should be for those watching, those considering, those questioning, those on the fence, whatever, So yeah, it's just freeing that up. I don't know, just
and I'm not saying that my way is the right way. I'm not saying that it's, I
mean, it works. There is no right way. Yeah, there's lots of right ways.
If there was, and mine was the wrong way, then I would stop doing it. But nobody's shown me that it is, so I continue to do it, and I think it's a lot better than what they in return, you know, like how they are and what they do, because they, like, my most, you know, my recent post that went, I think, viral, I don't know what, but it was of a little 3-year-old girl whose mother was a nurse.
Wow.
And the mother brought home COVID, and she got sick, and her 2 daughters got sick, and I think even her husband got sick. And the one 3-year-old daughter, the other daughter was even younger, but the 3-year-old ended up hospitalized in the ICU on, you know, and it was awful. And so the mother herself, the nurse, her name is Amelia. She's out of like Tulsa, Oklahoma, and she was sharing, you know, because she was a nurse in the hospital where her daughter was in the ICU, she was able to be at bedside. So she was sharing videos and experience, because she wanted people to understand and see that this is real, and that it really does have very, very, the potential of this thing is awful, you know, even for healthy 3-year-old children. So she wanted to
kids seem to be protected from it, you know.
Yes, but no, too. I mean, like, still, even if there's only been, you know, 30 people who, or 30 children who died from it, that's still 30 children that didn't need to die, you know.
Exactly.
And so I thought, you know, that by sharing this video, her video, well, I you know, pieced together a couple of her videos and just wrote up a piece about it, and then, you know, just a comment or a, you know, and then I added the, I don't know if you've seen the protect your family hashtags.
Yeah.
They originally started, like, the CDC started using them back in, I don't even know, like a long time ago, like a decade ago. Well, anti-vaxxers have hijacked it now. And they're spreading all that one. So they're just, you know, every possible, this guy that I know, his coworker's cousin went blind in one eye. Well, actually, you know, like we were talking about with Dr. Daniel before.
Was he jerking off too much? Sorry.
He'll go blind. When so, like, anything that, you know, the virus causes or whatever, there is a potential, they look for it, that the vaccine could maybe cause that as well in a lesser, you know, fewer people, more rarely, but they do look for that. So in children who were infected with COVID, they had found them to have vision issues and stuff. So that was already studied. They already looked into that and determined whether or not COVID-19 vaccines cause vision issues, and they do not. So, I mean, you know, the stuff with them saying that it causes, you know, menstrual issues and miscarriages and all the things that we've already looked at that. And the ADE, enhancement, I can't even think of it. Antibody dependent enhancement.
Immunity.
Huh?
Okay. I was thinking immunity. No.
Immune
enhanced response or something. I can't remember.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So basically, like, in I forget which vaccine it actually happened with. I think it was like
the RNA vaccine, or not the RNA, the RSV vaccine, I believe.
Was it RSV? I'm thinking.
I believe so. Yeah, because I watched. God, it was a while ago though. I watched it. It was like over a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. Dr. Offit on Dr. Z Dog's channel, and that's when I first heard about it. I believe it was the RNA, or not RNA, the RSV vaccine, I believe.
Well, it's they were already, because the SARS virus back in like 2003, 2004, not SARS-CoV-2, but the other SARS virus. Because when they created those vaccines, they did see instances of ADE. They were already prepared for that going into this. So they knew, number one, what to avoid and what to look for. Okay. And they only made it as far as animal trials to start with. But here's the thing. Oh my God, this is the part that kills me the most. Is they're always like, all the animals died. All the animals died. They died. Well, no shit. Because do you know what happens when you are humanely euthanized, cut open, and studied? Side effect is death every time. Sorry. That's what happens. Yes, all the animals, because that's how research animals, that's how it works.
Yeah.
You don't survive that ever. Like,
yeah, exactly. I mean, different. different like regulations and stuff and guidelines or whatever are applied to animals when it comes to trials as to humans. So it's likely that humans will survive the trials. It's not
Right. Yeah.
likely that the animals will.
It's really good chance.
Yeah.
But that's because, we aren't dissected, and they don't like look at our brains and our hearts separate from our bodies to determine,
Right.
So yeah, so that part is the part that really, really just makes me laugh, because I'm like, they're like, but all the ferrets died. They didn't have a good chance of surviving when they started, regardless of how effective the vaccine was.
And I don't mean to laugh at that, because it's kind of fucked up and it's sad. Don't get me wrong.
I agree. I agree wholly. But
I didn't think. Yeah, I didn't think we had to explain this to adults.
I have explained it so many times. I like the last time I was really like, are you? I was like, it just cracks me up that you show me somebody who can survive dissection and having like their insides on their outside, and I will be impressed. But I can't.
Shit.
I can tell by your eyes you're reading, and I can't see the comments.
I'm sorry. No, is that I'm trying to add some of the links to the description from earlier stream. And I can't remember now what Dr. Wilson called it, with measles, how it forgets amnesia.
Oh yeah. That's
immunity. No, immunity amnesia.
Immune amnesia.
Shit. I don't know. That doesn't sound right. I don't know. Wait a minute. Will it be in description here? Oh, wrong video. It looks like you might have been right. Immune amnesia. Yep, it's immune amnesia. Thank you.
I was saying it before he actually like got the words out. I was like, oh yeah, immune amnesia, and you knew it too, because I forget when that was a thing or why.
I had it. Yeah, it's been so long though since I talked about much of this stuff. So I mean, I totally forgot about that. Like it just wreaks such a havoc on our immune systems.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. Yeah, I mean, like one of the things that I wanted to address it even more, because or not even more, but I wanted to address. And the thing is, I mean, this isn't like a science related question. And like, I know when I get talking about this shit, I can, never shut up sometimes. So, and I didn't want to make, Dr. Daniels have to sit here and listen to, us bullshitting and, hypothesizing or whatever, over like nothing. I don't know. But, but the thing I wanted to talk about some is like the whole the corruption, both separately. There's the corruption, the whole financial corruption or whatever of all the big pharma, the insurance companies, government, whatever, all the agencies, and then there's also the whole like we're being lied to, whether maybe it's for power or control or population control, whatever. Just this whole belief that big pharma and big medical are just lying to the world, and politicians are in on it, etc.
Sorry, my
like
dog
that, and maybe maybe even like the whole like the stem cells or the aborted fetal tissue argument. Like I don't know these three things. I mean they're not really science related. Well, maybe a little bit like the aborted fetal tissue or whatever. But I mean the whole argument for why this is a bad thing is not really science related.
Yeah.
So that's
it never is.
I don't know.
The
right.
What you said something and the insurance companies. Like that's the one, like if we apply any kind of just logical thinking to this, let's insurance companies make money off of healthy, alive people. Okay, they don't make money if you're sick or dead, right? I mean, health insurance companies in our capitalistic society, money is everything, and you're no good to them if you're dead or sick because you're costing them their money, and if you're dead, you're not paying them any. So I don't understand how they think that.
Well. My whole thing is like the whole argument that I don't know if it's still like used often now, like it was.
They're all zombie.
The whole
circle around.
Huh?
They all,
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
they
come back around.
True. And come back. You think you've seen the last and it's back again.
Yeah. But the whole like claim that there's an incentive program for pediatricians to vaccinate like all their patient roster or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like that one always got me. Like at first of all, their figures were incorrect, first of all. I mean, if you were to apply their claims, it would have came out to be like $72 trillion a year that Blue Cross Blue Shield would have been paying out to pediatricians.
Right.
And 72 trillion.
Yeah.
Come on. You know, this is a for-profit insurance company. Let's be real here.
Yeah.
And let's say that's true, that they're paying out the 72 trillion. Okay. Let's just argument's sake, let's say that's true all across the board. Okay, well, this is still a for-profit insurance company, so I'm guessing that vaccines must be safe if they're paying out 72 trillion to make sure kids get the fucking vaccines.
Exactly.
Because they're not going to want to pay all the medical claims and everything of sick kids who are injured or sick or whatever from vaccines. So, but mostly like I wrote a blog post about this and I broke down that's how I came up with 72 trillion. But then I broke down but let's take their concept but apply it to actual figures. Let's apply it to okay, not all doctors, not all pediatricians, not all their patients are qualifying under this claim of they're not all under 2 years old or going to be 2 years old that year.
Right.
So the whole roster, the whole patient roster wouldn't even qualify, right. And I just broke out everything down, and it came out to be like less than 10 grand a year for qualifying pediatricians.
Well, not only that,
but even still would have been astronomical.
Yeah.
But the most important thing though that they failed to recognize it on the one PDF file that started this whole argument is that PDF file was just for the state of Michigan.
Yes. Just Michigan. And just one particular insurance program under Blue Cross Blue Shield. Like it wasn't all of them, it was just this one particular one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it was only if the physicians chose to participate.
Right, right. So it was like one very specific what are the different, so it's like IMO policies or something. Or
Huh?
HMO. It was an HMO.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So a specific HMO under Blue Cross Blue Shield that the patient had to have and the doctor had to accept. Do you know what I mean? And then they had to choose to participate in this. And I feel like it couldn't be like one or two of them. Like the entire office had, everyone in there had to be participating in this program, or none of them could. And the stipulations were so very specific. You're crazy. And by the time they were talking about it, the program had ended. It wasn't even going on anymore.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, that would have been maybe, a little something to talk about 2 years ago when it was actually happening. But even then, what is your point? Like, insurance companies are still here to make money, and they still do that through healthy, alive patients.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, that one always killed me. Like I spent so much time on the math and everything of this whole blog post, and I put it all together and everything. But then the last sentence, I'm like, or the last paragraph, I'm like, but wait, there's one more. Like, there's one more. That this was only for the state of Michigan. So if anti-vaxxers had taken that fact into consideration, I could have avoided doing a shitload of math just now. Come on.
Yeah, I know. I used to have that whole PDF, whatever. It's long, right? I had the whole thing saved to my phone.
Yeah, I had the link. Yeah,
because it came up so often, and I know I'm gonna need again.
Yes,
just a little while from now, maybe next year they're gonna use that same argument again, and it's gonna be the same. I should really. I've thought about this multiple times that I should just keep a collection of responses for the zombie tropes.
Oh, I do that. Yeah, I have that. Yeah.
Oh, dude. I need to.
On my notes on my iPhone and my iPad or my iCloud or whatever. They're responses that I wrote myself though. They're not something I copied and pasted from other people. Yeah, exactly. I found the answers to the information, but there are arguments or talking points that I came across daily. So I just penned my own response and saved it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have saved my portion of the VAERS disclaimer that I always share. I've saved that because how many times can you look up VAERS? VAERS disclaimer. I mean, seriously, like I might even have the bitch memorized at this point. It's so insane. Like
Mine was was it HRSA or no? What was it? Oh fuck. Um the payout, the vaccine court
oh
thing.
yeah, the ICP.
Yeah, but it wasn't that though. It was the link to the statistics of all the payouts and everything.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
it's HRSA or something. Yeah, it's to a
It's under,
PDF file, I believe.
Yeah, I didn't have the PDF. Like it was, what was it? What was the one they always, 4 million, right? It was like what they argued, 4 million. And then I'll take into account that like what 2/3 of that, maybe not quite that much, but are paid out to CERVA, the shoulder injury something vaccine administration.
HRSA, that's what it is.
Yeah. But the shoulder injury is literally like where they put the vaccine in, like the needle too high.
Yeah.
And that's what the majority of your payments are, is a literal injury, like an injury, a physical one, not anything done by vaccine.
And the flu vaccine is one that everyone gets like every year. So that one, of course, is going to have
flu
the most
highest. Well, yeah,
yes, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, that's a numbers thing. Like, I'm not good at those. So, but yeah, I get that. Every year makes it a little, you know.
Yeah. See, for me, I think like I love taking statistics in college. I mean, granted, that was like 25 years ago, but that was the only math course I fucking loved. And it just, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it did to my mind kind of what acid did to my mind. Like it just opened up a whole new way of looking at the world. You know what I mean? And it's I kind of like, I get it. I get so much that I understand shit now. Like that's what's taking one course of statistics did to me. And I just feel like if more people took the course in statistics, then they might feel the same way. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Yeah.
But
I was actually just explaining this to my 17-year-old the other day. Like, you know, I don't math. I don't do math. This is not like a math phobia. I'm not, you know, encouraging people to be, you know, math illiterate. I I have dyscalculia. I literally can't math. I mean, maybe if I had been caught earlier and you know, I'd been taught tricks or whatever, kind of like dyslexia, but I wasn't. It wasn't diagnosed until I was 30. So I don't math. I can't. But for some reason, statistics, not that I can actually do them, like percentages, decimals, fractions, those are just, that's like fucking speaking Satan to me, like, because it's math and you know, anyways. But for some reason, statistics makes more sense to me. Like I can understand it better than, you know, anything else. So I can totally feel what you're saying there about the statistics being you're like, heck yeah, you're
it's yeah. Dude, I feel like I understood so much of the world. Yeah, I feel like I just that's what made me understand the world. I don't know what is, you know, I seen this though in in the chat from earlier, something about blood types with the vaccine, and here like a couple of people asking, is B negative blood type compatible with the vaccines?
Why would it be?
Yeah, why wouldn't it be?
Okay, there was something. There was some. Sorry.
Earlier someone asked if O positive blood was like, why is O positive blood better at fighting or combating the disease? I don't know if that's the case.
This is not something I've come across yet. There was something before about blood types and vaccines that I know I've come across and probably debunked or whatever, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. I wish I could, because it would probably carry over into whatever this is. But to my knowledge, there is no like blood type that is, you know, better at fighting.
Yeah, I've never heard. Yeah. For any vaccine, I've never heard that.
It might have been, you know, because COVID's been going on for so long. It may have been COVID that this was in reference to, that I can remember it being used before. But it's that's not how viruses work. That's not how macrophages work. That's not how your killer T cells work. That's not how your immune system works. I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe it has something to do with, because your immune system is made up of blood cells and stuff like that. Maybe people are thinking that there's a certain blood type that produces more killer T cells or macrophages. Okay. I don't know.
WebMD says they're trying to explain where this, I don't know, theory came from, but it says early in the pandemic, some reports suggested people with A type blood, like or it says A dash type blood. I don't know if that's, maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know if it's just the letter A or if it's A negative. I don't get it. A type blood were more susceptible to COVID, while those with O type blood were less so. But a review of nearly 1,000 or 108,000 patients in a three-state health network has found no link at all between blood type and COVID risk.
Yeah, it's because I don't know if it's maybe like some confusion around how the immune system works and how the like because a lot of your immunity is in your blood, like your immune.
Yeah, I
It's what
wonder if
attacks
maybe it has. Yeah, the whole I wonder if like the whole the negative Reese's factor or whatever, RH factor. Because I mean, you know how like in the anti-vax community, there's been this huge push to deny the Rogaine shot for pregnant women with
that is
negative
absurd.
blood.
That is absurd.
I know. So, but I'm wondering if maybe it has like roots there or something.
This is okay. So that guy, the guy who was responsible for that, like, I don't know that he's necessarily responsible, but where that like anecdote came from or whatever. There was a man who had his blood type just happened to work.
There was a man.
No, he was a good man. He was a good man. He donated blood. He donated blood like however often. I don't know however often you can give it, but he did it that often, once a week or whatever, for almost his entire life until they basically told him he was too old to, because he had that. It's a blood medicine, I forget what it's called when the medicine is made from actual like blood.
Is it? No.
Yeah. You're thinking of
globulin or something.
Yeah. I'm thinking more like a blood product.
Okay.
So, yeah, because his blood was kind of like the fix for that, and so that's why he donated blood every once a month or twice a month or whatever it is that he was allowed to, for like I think like 60 years or something, because he had saved, like, they in this documentary that I had watched, they said that he had saved like some astronomical number of newborns, just with his blood. That's right. It's pretty crazy, but that's what people are turning away. It's literally a blood product that came from a man who, I mean, not just starting, going off of that, who comes from a man or whomever, donating blood to be good people, and that's what you're saying now is the devil.
Yeah. See, this is why I hate WebMD too. They just explained like where this thing might have, they gave a brief explanation of where this rumor might have come from,
right.
And they word it, they present it in a way like it's you believe this shit, this is where the shit came from, and then on another page they're sharing something from Health Day News. A new study provides further evidence that people with certain blood types may be more likely to contract COVID-19. Specifically, it found that the new coronavirus is particularly attracted to the blood group A antigen found in respiratory cells. I mean, I don't know. I wish WebMD would just take more of a stance. Yeah. It's, I don't know. I don't know if this is true or not. I have no idea. I'm not going to sit here and do a big, huge Google dive or whatever into finding the actual, finding things from reputable sources that I trust. Whatever, it'll take too long. I'm not going to do it. But from the brief Google searches I've done, I get why people are questioning that, because there's some shit out there. I mean, the sources I've seen though that were reporting this as being so, they're not sources I would trust. But
you don't always know though. You don't.
Exactly. You don't always know. So if I didn't know and I did a Google search, I'm like, holy shit, this is for real. Yeah. I'd totally be like that.
When I went looking for stuff on the HPV vaccine, because my oldest son, he got to that age. Yeah. Holy shit.
Oh,
that was before, like,
that's a scary one to go.
That was
fucking Googling about.
They got attacked. My own personal post that got attacked because it was the first time ever that I had questioned my pediatrician. She was like, well, she's a what do you call it? Physician's assistant, but we like them. So Miss Jen said, are you ready for the HPV, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, I don't know exactly, but I feel like I've heard things that aren't great about that. Like, give us a minute. Let me look into this. And she didn't even warn me, Miss Jen. But so I went home, and of course, like, oh my God, the shit that was online, like they really go out
Yeah.
of their way to demonize the HPV vaccine because it's related to sex. And in the United
Yeah.
States, oh dear God, don't ever have sex or think about having sex or, oh Jesus.
Yeah, if they got a vaccine or something for herpes, maybe they even have one. I don't even know. But if they did, Jesus Christ, like one day, just like, hey, if you get the shot of herpes, you'll never get herpes.
Right.
Like they would go, like people
They
would
would
go
lose their
nuts
shit.
over it.
They would lose their shit.
Yeah.
I don't understand this prudishness. It's so unnecessary. We all have sex.
Imagine if there were a vaccine that you could turn off when you wanted that prevented pregnancy like 100%.
Dude,
They
people
lose
would
their
line
shit.
up for this. And that's what
Yeah.
and they're like, it causes infertility. Are you kidding me? That would be a multi-million-dollar in one shot. Like, people would
Be like,
lining
no
up
shit,
for
no.
that. Men,
Yeah.
women, it don't matter. Like, we would all be. But yeah, no,
Mhm.
that's yeah. If there was a vaccine that could do that, I mean, almost kind of Depo. No, not really. It's not a vaccine. It doesn't, But that's another thing. Like, people
Right,
always, like,
yeah, exactly.
when people tell me, oh, that if you can still get COVID after you've been vaccinated, it's garbage. It doesn't work. Why should we even get it? Well, you know what? You can still get pregnant using condoms. So fuck it. Why should we use them? Just shoot animals in the zoo.
Why bother?
Take your chances. Like,
I like when I first got into, or when I don't know, I was maybe advocating for vaccines for like 6 months to a year. I felt like I was still new to it. There was a real life friend though, and real life, who I know in real life, but we were still, we were still conversed often on Facebook. But her daughter was at that age for the HPV vaccine, and her daughter apparently got sick after one of the first dose or whatever. I don't know how many doses there are, but her daughter got sick after the first dose. And like, it was like abdominal cramps, shit like that, like digestive issues that went on for like, a month or so. It came and went throughout the month. It wasn't like every day, but she of course linked it to starting at the same time as the vaccine. So therefore the vaccine caused it. So in me being, still kind of new, learning my way around the community and shit, and like I did all this research and everything into the HPV vaccine. And like, she had someone else in her ear on Facebook feeding her all these myths and everything about, oh, there's this story of the vaccine, the HPV vaccine. There's this chick, couldn't walk it right after she got the shot. This, and all these things.
you could only walk back.
So I took each one of these things and I researched it and I found the real story. So, and I shared this all with her. It for nothing, and it wasn't like looking for like that aha moment or something, just maybe a consideration, just consider what I'm saying, because I'm your friend. I'm not going to sit here and steer you wrong, or at least I'm not going to knowingly steer you wrong. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's not going to hurt to consider it, but nope, block. She blocked me, right? Like, that was it on Facebook. I was like,
wow.
We're friends for quite a while too, It's like, wow, shit, okay. It's just, I can't, I mean, if I didn't know what I knew about anti-vaxxers, about the whole agenda and everything, and I was researching the HPV vaccine, it would take me 5 minutes to get scared out of my mind to approve it.
That is essentially what happened. But fortunately, my younger son had a checkup or something shortly after Camden had been in, and so I was like, Miss Jen, what the hell? Like, oh my God, you're trying to kill my baby. Now, mind you, my kid was probably what, like 12-ish at the time. My other one would have been like 2. So we'd been going to the same pediatric office for almost 18 years now. But at that point, it was like 12 years. We'd seen every single doctor, Miss Jen is the only PA. Like, we'd been there forever. So I trust, of course, obviously, my pediatricians with my kid's life. And so, when I was like, what's going on? Miss Jen, what are you doing to me? Like, of course, it was kind of, half-heartedly, because I trust them, obviously. she took the time to explain it to me. Like she took probably more
Right.
time than she had allotted for
That's
me.
awesome.
Yeah, to explain that, hey, listen, and she straight told me, like, this vaccine is related to sex. Anything that's related to sex, you know how people are, especially people in South Carolina. Like, sex is just taboo. It doesn't even have to be kinky. Just even regular missionary sex is taboo. And like, so she it really resonated with me. And I forget, she gave me she gave me a link or 2 links or a couple links, I'm not sure, but had told me to go somewhere and look at something. And I mean, by the time I left the office, I'd already felt a ton better, about it.
Right. Yeah.
And then whatever she had sent me home with, it might have even been paperwork, I don't remember. Anyways, by the time I was looking through, I just felt like, oh my gosh, yes, like this, are you kidding me? This is like the safest vaccine out of vaccines. They're all super, super duper safe. This is like the safest one. So yeah, I presented it to my kid at that point saying, okay, you're going to get this vaccine, but you're not sexually active at this point. So, you have to get it by the age of 13 or 15 or whatever it was, whenever they said that it worked best.
Yeah, back then. Yeah, now it's like approved up for women up to like 40 or 45 or something.
Well, yeah, but it works better if you start it at before a certain age, right?
Right.
So, I told him, it's up to you when you get it. You just have to do it before this age. And I think it wasn't the very next time he went to the doctor, but the time after that, he decided to get it because we talked about it. I explained it to him. I talked to him about it. I don't talk to the little ones because they're only, 5 and the twins are 5 and 7, so they don't really get shit anyway. But the big one, he understands stuff. I explained it to him and I let him make decisions for himself. So, within like that one, like, okay, you can choose when you get it, but you're going to get it. Yeah. So, but yeah, when he said, okay, let's get it over with. I was excited. I was like, heck yeah, I made a big girl decision. Like, I was scared by things on the internet and I talked to my doctor and she made me feel better. And I talked to my kid and my kid made the choice to go get the vaccine. Heck yeah, man.
Yeah.
And that's when I posted that post. And then next thing you know, I'm a pseudo celebrity in stop mandatory vaccines, and they're talking about my son's uterus.
Yeah, they're sharing your profile pictures, your kids' pictures and shit.
Talking about
all throughout the group. Yeah,
sickly and inbred. Yeah, my kids look inbred. My husband and I look nothing alike.
encouraging group members to go to your profile and post all kinds of shit.
It was. I mean, it's one thing to like talk about me or my parenting, which I was of course the worst mother ever for just teaching my kid about safe sex, just giving him a shot to make it all go away. Yeah, because that's how it works. I mean, pregnancy, HIV, STDs, those are still things outside of HPV.
Yeah.
And HPV is still a thing outside of the HPV vaccine. There's other strains that aren't covered by the vaccine. So it wasn't just an easy way to get out of being a mom. We still had to have the sex talk, which is fun. But
yeah. Oh yeah. I remember that with my oldest. Oh,
it's a boy too, right?
Yeah. And like we had to talk kind of young. He was like 7, but the situation presented itself because I was pregnant.
That's how it worked. Yeah.
And he was convinced that the baby was going to come out of my mouth. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, so I felt like we had to have somewhat of a talk. So in my aunt had bought, when he was younger, my aunt had bought him this book of like the kids encyclopedia or something like that to science. And it had this whole chapter on human reproduction, and it explained it as if we were explaining it to a kid exactly his age.
Okay.
So I used that as as a guide.
Yeah.
So and it went well. I mean, and I felt like I had to have the talk with him. Now you can't go telling your friends this,
right?
Because it's not your place to.
Right.
So
I felt I had like age appropriate type talks. Like my kids now think that the daddy puts a seed in the mommy's belly, which is not really a lie, it's kind of, and then they go to the doctor and they have the baby. That's they're 5 and 7. I don't feel like it really needs to go much farther than that. They know good touch, bad touch, that kind of stuff. So but I think Camden was in, I want to say 2nd or 3rd grade when he got off the bus and said, "Mommy, what's a dildo?" And I was like, oh hell no! What the hell?
Your
is that
father.
pushing you
No.
on the- Like, come back here, Miss Candy, because his bus driver. He had the same bus driver. We've lived in the same house forever, so he had the same bus driver his whole school. Get back here, Miss Candy. Let's talk. Like, what's going on? But yeah, I mean, and so of course, that was what the what? Like, I thought he'd ask something, ask about something before that. Like, who? What? I don't think I knew what one of those was until I was like 15.
Oh God, yeah, I think I was might have even been older than that. I don't know, but yeah, who starts off a sex talk with their parents with what's a dildo?
I
Like,
know.
why not just start off with what's anal sex?
Oh, fuck yeah, because that's so much better.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. But yeah, with there's so much information out there that, and it looks,
Yeah.
how they do, like they build
Mhm.
on like a grain of truth, and so there's just a tiny bit of truth to, but they're building it up, and it's like they take that grain, like a grain of rice, and they swallow it and they shit it out and they present the shit and the rice as the truth, and no, it's
Yeah,
just that one tiny bit of rice in it.
and they serve it on like a nice thick layer of fear.
Yeah, yeah.
They pick up on people's skepticism or fears or what cynicism, whatever, and they feed off of that, and then they formulate a solution that's just I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
It's
Dr.
very opportunistic.
Absolutely. Dr. Wilson started kind of like going into it about like, like chaos, like human nature. We do not like chaos. That's why people believe in God and things like that. We want compact, neat, nice answers for things. Like, we don't want to not know the answer to things. So when the answer is we don't know, we can't, it's not okay. It's not okay. We can't do that. We can't do that. So when we don't know the exact reason for autism, it's so much easier to just believe that it is vaccines. And then there's an enemy. There's somebody to fight against, We are uncomfortable with the unknown. And that's something we have just got to get the hell up out of, because we can't know everything ever, and the high ups, the people running the shit, in the anti-vax, agenda, those ones, like they're some kind of salesman, because to me, honestly, like I've questioned it sometimes, like how the F am I not an anti-vaxxer? Because it has all the things that I would usually go for, right?
Yeah,
It's like,
I know.
You get a kind of a name, like you're kind of important, people look up to you, and I love being the center of attention. Holy shit, that would be my kind of thing. And then like with my, kind of tendencies, like I would be really good at it.
Yeah, tendencies to be kind of like the rebel or the anarchist or whatever, the one
only in that I want to look like I want to be different, but really I want to be like, fitting in. So
you want to stand out for the right reasons,
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't really ever, yeah, exactly. You want, yeah, but I'm really, I feel like I should have been in the other camp.
Mhm.
And so I've tried to figure out what it is about me that kept me from going the other way, because even personal self-reflection, I should be over there, like knowing who I am, my personality, and
Yeah, I said the same thing. Yeah, I mean, I had Gregory in '95. Well, the whole Wakefield and then the whole Jenny McCarthy shit and everything. That was right around then.
Yeah.
By the time he was in kindergarten and old enough for the brand new chickenpox vaccine, I found myself questioning it and listening to Jenny McCarthy and all this shit. I ask myself that all the time. Like I realized, and I admitted this since day one. But for the grace of God, I'm not one of them.
I mean, so I think I don't know what it is that separates, because it is a mentality. Like it's a
need for an identity.
And that's exactly the word I was looking for. Thinking is an identity. It becomes who you are, and I don't. So I try to have some, patience and some empathy. There's like a certain point that I am willing to go to.
Right.
Like for
Yeah.
for the the big ones, what do you call it? What do they call them? The 12. What is, I can't remember what they're called. Oh, you probably, it's newer. The disinformation dozen is what they're calling them. Do you know who is not listed in the disinformation dozen? And I am just shocked.
Larry Cook?
No. No. I mean, no, he's not. But no, he's not even somebody. So like, I'm trying to think. It's Sherry Tenpenny, of course. Mercola Aaron.
Wakefield.
Kelly Brogan. Her husband, Sire J. Sire, is that, yeah, Sire J. I don't know.
Oh, Mike, from Natural News.
The Bollingers. Is that Christine Northup?
Oh, yep. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, there's okay. What's his name? Riza Islam. I saw him at ASIP. Yeah, not a lot of people know like who he is. He's there's all kind. I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff that's said about like Scientology and hardcore Islamic brotherhood type stuff. So not like regular, not like Islam, but like more like a
extremes.
Yes, extremism, extremists, okay. And but yeah, so there's all that. But the Dawn, they left out the Dawn.
The Dawn,
the leader of all of this. See, this is my theory, and everybody's like,
oh, the Don. Okay, all right.
Yeah, the Don. Yeah, like the father, the Godfather.
But you're saying Don. I'm thinking Don Jolly from Connecticut.
No, they left out like when you think about it, it kind of makes sense, right? Because right now they have Mercola at the top, but really he's second. He's really just laundering her money.
Yeah, I don't even think that he's not really even a big pusher of the information. He just wants to make bank. He wants a website. That's all. He wants the website. People buy shit and it'd be left alone. He doesn't want to do speeches or make videos really or anything.
I have it, dude. I have it mapped out. Okay, so the Don up here, right, and then you have the person who's like in the the mafia, right? So you have the Don, and then you have the person who's over here to the side, right? So not the
concierge.
Yeah, that guy. That's Mercola. And then you got down here is what's his Junior? Junior's the boss. RFK Jr.
Oh, RFK Jr. Okay, all right.
Yeah. And then I think it's Andy. I think I put him there.
Okay.
So, but do you know who the Don is?
No. I mean, Mike Adams?
It's a woman.
It's a woman. We said Tenpenny. There's that other doctor. Can't remember. I don't know. Who?
Barbara Loe Fisher.
Who?
Barbara Loe Fisher.
Oh, is she the one from NVICP or whatever?
Yep.
Okay, yep. Dawn. Yeah. Oh my gosh, she's like an OG.
She is the Dawn. I'm telling you, it makes it, because here's how it works. She, Mercola pays her like everything, millions of dollars a year.
Really?
Yes, he funnels it. So basically,
RFK does too.
She doesn't monetize anything on her on her stuff, right? But she links to all of them, and they donate to her. Get me?
Oh, so she's the puppet master. She's like,
so she can claim, I don't make any money from this, but what she does is she runs adverts from Mercola.
And her whole website and everything is like, nonprofit.
She keeps her hands clean.
She's the one who mails out those free business cards, anti-vax cards.
The peach brochures.
But I don't know. Remember the educate before you vaccinate cards? Yeah, those. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she's also the one responsible for those peach brochures in
Long Island. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So with the Hasidic Jewish community, that was her. Focusing on their biggest fears of not being able to marry, having their children marry, which I guess is a big thing in Jewish, or at least.
I think that's a big thing in it for every parent, but yeah.
Right. But like, I don't know. I'm not going to try and guess what I had read about.
Oh, in the chat, Helen Roper says, "Oh, I was thinking TJ. I don't know how to pronounce her last name."
Okay, no, Kate
Yeah.
Tahiti or whatever.
I would suspect her to be one of the 12, but not the Don. But
no, she's not one of the 12.
See,
she's like, she's low level.
Yeah, she's low level, but I don't know what it is about the shit that she says. And I mean, like, now she's very good at faking her way through this. She's very good at that. Like, was it Sci Babe? I think it was her name, Science Babe or whatever. Like she wrote a blog post about Kate, like in Modern Alternative Mama, a few years ago, and the way she had described Kate was, if she had a bigger reach, a bigger following, she would be the most dangerous mommy blogger on the internet.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, on the whole, there's a lot of fucking mommy bloggers on the internet.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So to label her as that, if she had the audience, she could be the most dangerous.
Right.
And I fully believe that. Absolutely. But yeah, she's very good at faking that she understands and she knows her shit and bullshitting her way through it. But when it comes down to it, she doesn't really know what the fuck she's doing. So I think because of that, she has not made the correct decisions to grow her empire at the speed in which some people would have fucking blown it up by now,
And see, like, she's not even who I'm referring to when I'm talking about like because she's still just, she's being, manipulated too. She's one of the ones like the ego driven ones, because what drives her is they told her, you don't believe that, you're smarter than that, you know better than that. That's what got her, right? Was her ego. And that's what I mean by them being like good salespeople. They're good. They recognize they're good at calling a mark, right? They know what to say, how to say it, which approach to take on who. And so Kate, that would have been the ego thing. You're smarter than that. You're not going to fall for that kind of, better.
A lot of them too. Now that I think about, like a lot, like, and by this I mean the figures. I don't mean just anti-vaxxers in general. I mean the ones who try to step out to make a name for themselves in this community and by peddling one thing or another. But there's a lot of them who hold this, and you can tell it's not fake. Like this is a real emotion. This huge disgust and distrust with government, with authority, with the norm, with conformity. Like the Kate, for example, she can't stand anything that conforms. Yeah, mainstream, forget it. Oh my gosh, she hates it. So it's almost like these leaders or those figureheads or whatever in the movement. It's almost like they're the incels, but I don't know how to word it. Maybe identity of like conformity, maybe. But they kind of take on this incel attitude, like, I'm not going to sit here and play by your rules and try to, make a name for myself by the accurate and proper way. I'm going to go about this, the way I want to do this. And I'll just like create my own little community here, and I'll be the fucking king of the mountain over here. And you guys can just go fuck off. Yep. It's like an incel kind of mentality almost.
Well, I don't know. I look at them like when I'm talking about like the top tier, like, so that's going to include like seriously like the top, like, people like Barbara Fisher, Andrew Wakefield, Del Bigtree, Sherry Tenpenny, Aaron, those people, like the very top. So
Aaron, Boomer. You mean Boomer?
Is it Boomer?
It's Boomer. Yeah. She hates being called Boomer.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
She's whatever. But she, those ones. Yeah, they're. I don't know. They're a whole different.
They're different. Yeah.
It's
there.
And you can't. I kind of like separate them all into not the higher ups. The higher ups are the higher ups, and they're separate from it. Shut up. They're separate from, like everybody else. But then like as you go down, they kind of, and then you got like the people who think that they're special, that really they don't really, and they kind of are, like they're mascots of the so let's be like, you're like what, Freedom Angels and Larry and
like the pawns, like if you like your big players are the kings, the queens, maybe the
they
knights,
think that they're, yes, they
but
think that
the
they're
rest
the
are like
big
the
ones.
pawns. Yeah.
They think they're big, but they're not really. They're just kind
Right.
of, they're the 1%, when who you should really be worried about is the people up here over the 1%. So they're the 1%, and they think that they're the top of the food chain, but they're not.
Yep.
So it's still a minority. Like they're still just really loud and really incessant, which makes them look bigger or sound bigger and more intimidating. But they have grown their ranks considerably through COVID and through different, partnerships or whatever, like with the freedom, rights shit, and just, the anti-lockdown people, and even like people
the
like
anti-maskers,
and then even people like what the hell are they, the racist boys or whatever, the
Proud Boys.
Yes, the Proud Boys. Yes, those
the racist boys.
I couldn't remember what it's called, but they've like partnered up with them more than a couple of times, and
exactly. Yeah.
I mean, Joshua Coleman was like,
I was just, oh my God, I was just thinking him. Yeah, the whole Save the Children hashtag, and dude, there was a case in the drama community here back in September. It was this little girl. We refer to her as SL because we don't like to use names, but she was on a video. She made these outcry claims of abuse about her mom's boyfriend. But regardless, the father was. The father's his own character. We'll leave it at that. But the father had arranged for the little girl to have a conversation with a friend of his. The friend of his turned out to be a known anti-vaxxer. Now I can't remember her name. I'm sure people here in the chat here have to know her name.
I keep trying to look at the chat.
It was Tia, I think. Not Tia. Tina. I can't remember shit. But what was funny though is that, like, I knew she was an anti-vaxxer. Someone who I'm friends with here in the community, she was talking. We were talking Messenger. I'm like, I'm like, dude,
Tia.
Huh?
Gaptooth Tia?
No. Shit.
Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
She Simone or something keeps Tia Simone comes to my mind, but it's something like Tia. I can't. Fuck.
She doesn't have a big gap in between her teeth, like bigger than mine.
I don't know.
Okay.
So so John asked, the poor girl Katie called her brat. Yes, that's the girl, the little girl I'm thinking of. So, but what was funny though is that we have all interacted with this woman like over years, like in the anti-vax community. Like she's been around for a while,
I think it's
right. But the thing is like we never, like, we knew about her, but we didn't know about her. Well, of course, Katie. I mean, I got to give Katie credit here. Katie did find the dirt here. It would be nice. So
yes, this is exactly who I'm talking about. It's Gaptooth Tia. Yes, I know what you're already going to say. Yeah.
Okay. She just said Gaptooth Tia. So Katie found the dirt on her or whatever and shared it, and I'm like, son of a bitch. I don't know how many times we've come across her path. We fought with her. We've done this and that. No one found any of this information, but it turns out she had been arrested for like drug use, for prostitution. She was in pornos, like all this shit, like all this really messed up shit. Now, I don't think, I like to think anyways, and none of us, I don't think I would have anyways. And most people, I don't think would have shared much of this information, at least not publicly in the vaccine community. Maybe in a private group or something, right. Like, maybe, we're like, dude, look what I found, but then I think that's as far as it would have gone. But I just can't believe that no one came across this shit. Here's like the entire, like, I can't tell you how many times I crossed paths with this woman, and it was always like how I'm killing kids, how I should have to register. All pro-vaxxers should have to register before they can be around kids, and all kinds of shit like that. And I'm like, motherfucker, you're sitting there making pornos and running a fucking whorehouse out of your own house with your kids under the roof. Yeah, CPS was involved in her shit. And you're going to give me shit for vaccinating my kids. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But I kept thinking.
She, there's, I won't say that there was, that nobody found it before. I didn't find it, but, I don't think that she was the first one to find it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like with other other people in the anti-vax community who have had similar jobs,
Mm-hmm.
like, or have gotten maybe arrested for shit that happened where they were not fully dressed. I'm trying to like so like, to me, I don't care. I don't care if you're a sex worker. Great. It doesn't matter to me. I feel like there's more than enough to say about people without, bringing up mental health or, I'm
right,
sure
yeah.
I can't go into detail about stuff because then I'm talking about the stuff that I'm trying to avoid talking about. But like the one situation where the woman's, past was shared in the group and I was like, hey, this is not cool. And then people got mad at me. Yeah. So, to me, there's just some things we don't have to, it has nothing to do with a moral code or anything like that. It has to do with just, there's more than enough to talk about. Leave people's mental health and their sex in any shape, form, or fashion, whether it be, monetized or not. Leave it alone. Like, don't touch those things. Mental health.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I think if anything too, if you're like arguing against their stance on vaccines and you have to go personal like that, well, then you're just revealing that you don't have an argument.
Exactly.
If anything, you give credibility to their argument because you're avoiding their argument.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I got the name though. Tia. It was Tia. Servino or something.
Yeah.
Something like that. It's not the correct last name, but it's similar to that, anyways.
Yeah, we me and the other alt pans have nicknames for everybody. So I don't know anybody's actual names, but she's Gaptooth Tia, and then there's Pistol Tits, and you know who that is?
Who? Crystal Tits?
Pistol Tits.
Pistol Tits.
I can't even think of her actual name, so hopefully you know. She's got the tattoos of pistols literally right here. Oh,
Denise?
Yes, Denise Marie.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't call any of them by their actual names, so yeah. Which both of them were at a SIP when I went. Tia and Denise.
Oh God.
And Dell and what's her face? Destiny. The one whose son passed away.
Which kid was that?
He I think his name was, see, I don't even want to go into that.
He
passed away like following, a few months past his HPV vaccine. And
all right, was it an American kid?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah. And
so not the Colton one.
Right.
Yeah. So and that his mom, shit, I don't give Destiny. I won't. Nope. I'd stay away from that. Even the what's his boxer guy, like.
Nick. Yeah.
Nick, I don't mess with them. I don't mess with people who've lost children. Like, I'm just, it's not.
Yeah.
But that one, Colton's mama, no.
Her and
her up. She makes me sick.
Katie. This Katie with the C, I think.
That one too. Katie.
Yeah.
She can go.
Yeah, she can suck a fat one. Yeah.
Yep. Some of them just don't deserve.
I mean, don't
You
get me
know,
wrong. I just know she deserves all the compassion in the world for having lost
losing
her
her child.
daughter. Yeah, exactly. And I'll never say otherwise. And I'll never not give her that compassion. And every time I've had dealings with her, I've approached her with that compassion and understanding. However,
Got
she
nothing for
wears it away very quickly. You know, it's
I've
the
never even interacted with her personally,
like
but the way that she goes after
I have.
people is so
Hmm.
fucking disgusting. It makes me want to be like, please come at me, girl, please, because you will cry.
Yeah. And the way in which she goes about it too, is like you know that she has absolutely convinced parents to not vaccinate. Like she's convinced new parents, old parents, of kids of all ages. You know that she has. You know that she has. Like not just parents on the fence. Even I bet that she's convinced somehow pro-vax parents not to vaccinate. You know, like and that's at a certain point, especially when this is like you're reminded of this every interaction you have with her. You lose your compassion. You lose your understanding. It's yeah. I don't
She's
even
just,
like to deal with her.
yeah, she's just one of those, like, she's hateful. She's
Hmm.
and vengeful, and I can't, like, first of all, anybody who messes with Dorit, like, I'm like,
Oh yeah,
that is the
she hates
nicest
Dory.
person in the whole world. Like, seriously, she is like the kindest person. Uh, and she is very, very the most truthful person I probably have ever met in my entire life, and I have
Hmm.
actually met her.
Oh, really?
She,
Oh,
yeah.
bitch.
She is the most honest person in the entire world. It's not, I wouldn't even say nice. She is nice, but she's the most honest person. That she, dude, I cannot see how anybody could be so, what?
In the chat, mermaid in the ICU. It's
What?
just a few comments up here. I'll put it up on the screen. Here, read it. Read it.
Aaron.
Yep, Erin Marie was
Yeah.
her name. Was the nurse's name Erin?
Aaron. Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We.
Yeah. Yeah. We're very familiar with that whole thing.
she
We
was
were.
at she was at ASIP too.
Oh, I got to see her in Albany. I
Oh
actually have
yeah.
a video of her giving a speech in
When you went to
Albany.
see Dr. Kreef or whatever, or was that when they like were going after Dr. Kreef? Eve Kreef?
I don't. It was. I think it was the last protest / rally I attended.
Yeah. I thought
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty
remember
sure it
you
was.
did like the interview with Dr. Eve Kreef, right? You did she's up there in New York. Yes, you did.
I know I did. I didn't interview a doctor, like not a medical doctor. Just today was my first doctor.
No. I'm
I don't think.
positive.
Um, wait, who?
Dr. Eve Kreef.
Okay. No, I didn't interview her.
Okay.
I wrote an article, or I wrote a blog post about her.
But you talked to her ahead of it, right?
Yeah, well, I sent it to her to give her
Oh
approval.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, because I didn't want to just like put something out there and she'd be like, "What the fuck is this?" So,
that was a good one you wrote too. It was really good. She liked it.
Oh yeah, yep. Dr. Eve Kreef, anti-vaxxers' newest big crush. Yeah, I have the website pulled up. I've had it pulled up. But, why was this? Why did I write about her? There was something she did.
No, there was something they did. They were gonna like post up outside of her office, or yeah, they like she went in to talk to legislators and they were like,
yep, yeah. She this past week in Albany, New York, the state capital, Dr. Kreef, along with other members of the American Academy of Pediatrics, met with lawmakers in the legislative building for an Assembly Health Committee meeting. That's what it was.
And they were just like booed and
yeah, that's right. Yeah, they stormed the building and yeah.
That one parent was like all up in just too much.
Mm-hmm.
I did manage to tell him about himself on the Real Truthers page. He didn't like it.
Oh, who was it? Who was the one organizer that was there?
Oh, I know. I bet I know. What's her
the
face?
blonde
Rita.
blonde.
Rita.
Yep. She was there.
She's from Long Island.
She and I had like a 5-minute conversation. She had no idea who the hell I was.
She moved from Long Island. She got off my island.
Where'd she move to?
I don't know. She moved off Long Island. I don't live there anymore, obviously. I mean, you know that, but just so other people do.
It's funny. Oh God. Let's see here. Crystal Tits is so much better though.
What?
Crystal Tits?
Oh, Pistol Tits, because she has
tattoos. But I think someone took your idea.
I got you.
Yeah, for Kate. That's funny though, Mermaid. Did you actually know? Like, did you work with Erin?
Probably hated her.
Her doc was shit, by the way, because she is not an ICU nurse, and anyone with ICU knowledge could listen and know she. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, there was an argument we heard. Yeah, she worked for, like, before she went to New York City. She worked as an RN in like a.
She worked at like a doctor's office.
Yeah, doctor's office. Like I wouldn't even say like plastic surgery or something. No. I'm not sure though. Yeah. Dermatology, some shit like that. You know, it's not that these are like non-reputable practices. Of course they are, but it's not the ICU.
Yeah. Or even emergency care. Like she was not, she was in no way qualified to do what she was trying to do.
Right.
Or what she was trying really not to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Give me 1 second, Erin. I gotta.
Okay. Yes, that bitch. Yeah, that's funny. Little girl. She won't get it early this summer. We had 5 family members in the ICU together with only one not intubated, and the family still argue that it's not real. I just can't argue anymore. Oh my God. That's crazy. How I mean, you have family members right there in the ICU requiring intubation over a respiratory illness, you know, like over like what some may even describe as like, I don't know, like bronchitis on steroids or whatever. But I mean, they're being intubated. I mean, like the ECMO machine just right around the corner in the next line of, you know, treatment or whatever, treatment to avoid death. And you're going to sit there and argue, this isn't real. It's not real. It's not real. It's crazy. Yeah. She worked at a medical nutrition company, no bedside years, didn't know the drug or rates for meds or shit. Yeah. That's interesting. I didn't know all that.
But she sure sold her story.
Oh boy, because she knew how to tell it. You know, she knew how to make it up.
She's working with Judy Markowitz's publicist.
God. Fuck her. Oh, you know, the one chick. Oh my God, one chick I couldn't stand. Oh, I couldn't stand her. I don't even like to say her this fucking hashtag because it just I want to like it makes me want to choke something. But the can't stop won't stop.
Can't stop won't stop. Can't stop.
She's from Long Island.
Yeah. I know who that one is.
Fuck, I can't remember her name. I've seen the ones that have come back but can't get off of it. Oh my God.
Oh no.
I want to say she's got like a boy's name or something like Tony. No.
Oh, hold on. Oh shit.
She's got the orange kind or like I don't know, auburn hair.
I know exactly. I'm pretty sure I know exactly who you're talking about, and I have a picture of her. Somehow I came across this picture of her when she was in like kindergarten getting a vaccine. I'm not even kidding, and I can't remember her name though.
Is she? Yeah, she sells like CBD oil now and shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I was, you know, who I was thinking of at first. I was like Leanne. Ugh.
Oh God.
Yeah. I cannot. You know who? Jess went to sleep. She's not. Jess said she couldn't hang with us. She was. She's like, I can't stay up for this one. That's okay.
I know someone who says it's all fabricated and they are using actors to play doctors in the hospital. She really believes this.
Yeah.
Question. I need a cure for anxiety. Mrs. Cassandra, I don't know. Like, I think any treatment or anything for anxiety. I think it's just what would work for one may not work for another, and what could possibly work, I don't know. I find like playing Call of Duty helped me. Like seriously, no, it was crazy cathartic just shooting people, like for pretend, not really.
For pretend.
Yeah.
No, I can't. I don't do video games, man.
I didn't either until I started playing Call of Duty. I still don't. This is like the only thing I play.
I used to play Peggle.
What?
Peggle. Oh, I didn't realize. I'm like staring. Okay, so Peggle, it's like a kind of like a puzzle game, I guess. Like a, I don't know. You get like 20 balls, and there's like a bunch of pegs on the board, and you have to try and clear the pegs off the board. But you can play live with other people, so you can play with like up to 3 other people live. And like you go, they go, and there's like trick shots and stuff like that, so you can learn stuff from other people. Dude, it was. I mean, it's you have to look it up. It's like a PopCat game, but I played it on Xbox, and
Oh, okay.
I was addicted to it for like a good couple of years. Yeah, I have. I have a friend who I talk to occasionally. We actually, last time we were going up to New York, we were supposed to stop and visit her, but she had just had knee surgery or something. And she's in the BX, so we were so we would have had, because we flew into Newark, and so we would have had to like find a way into the city, and like
yeah
we just went on upstate, but I met her playing Peggle.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I used to have like a lot of online friends or whatever through Bingo Blitz, but
I
haven't played that in years. I don't know.
Is that the one with like the Cupid?
The Cupid? No. Oh, maybe. I don't know. It's the Blue Cat. The Blue Cat one? No.
Okay.
It's a Facebook. It started off as just a Facebook game. Now it's an app though too, but it's mostly just a Facebook game because like Facebook has all the trading groups and stuff for all the room items and stuff. Whatever. It's a thing. It started when I started playing it. It just had like, I want to say like 13 worlds. That was it. Like the 13 worlds. Now that section has like something like 40 something worlds, and then they have like all these other, I don't know what you want to call them, other boards or whatever with other worlds. It's crazy. Now they have everything, and now they have slot machines. I don't know.
They have slot machines? Oh,
well, not real machines. But
yeah, I know.
Play slot. Okay. Oh, Christy, you said I'm doing that now. What are you doing now? Are you playing Call of Duty now? Nikki, you play Call of Duty? Yo, I'm gonna drop my gamer tag in here, I think.
My husband plays Call of Duty. His name's Danka Dank.
It's what?
Danka Dank?
Danka Dank.
Yeah. It's like some sort of euphemism for weed, I think.
Oh, okay. Yep. All right.
Yeah, because I didn't know that, and when I was playing Peggle as Danka Dank, and people would laugh, and I was like, what?
My PSN tag, and on Xbox I am okay. I think that's it. I don't know. Okay, so everyone in here is telling me that I need to watch, or they were telling me, I don't see much of it now, but I do want to watch it. Telling me I need to check out Roadhog's stream, like the last 10 minutes or so, or from like the 3-minute, 20-minute mark till the end, which is like 10, 15 minutes. So, you mind if I play that?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
No.
Yeah.
I'm trying to read comments so. Now.
Okay. I didn't think so, but I thought I'd still ask. All right, so guys, I'm going to go ahead and play that. Wait, first let me take that off. I'm going to share screen and play that. Oh, no, I don't want video file. God damn it. Go away, cancel. All right, Roadhog. Here we go. Share audio. I already have it set up, so.
We couldn't have done what the fuck the four of us did. And yep, I will tell you this right now, though. There is a here. I will break news because Uni wanted to break some news, so I'm gonna break some news because I've been on this thing for 3.5 hours. It's getting late, and but I promise everybody I will do this. I will take the 4 of our songs, and I think nobody will have a problem. But I will double check and ask everybody. I will take our 4 songs and compile them into one, and then you guys can fucking still it and have them all there together. I'll do that in the next few days, and I don't think anybody's going to have problems or anything. But I want to break some news. Now, I have been working on something besides the Unirock thing. I've been working on a KJ thing. And this is very important. Now, like I said, there's a part in my song that's very significant, and if you can figure it out, then you're very, very smart. There's a reason I said a certain thing in that song because I've been in contact with somebody who says a certain person of the male
What is the air quotes about?
gender has recently and in the past hit on a certain YouTuber's subscribers and has made advances to these subscribers. And I will put it this way. I will fully investigate this, but it sounds very legitimate. And no, it's not because somebody goes to a massage therapist. It's because somebody is hitting on somebody's subscribers because somebody doesn't know how to take care of her man.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's
so
not
I'm going
why.
to leave it at that.
Why is his air quotes?
But I know I will be having
minute.
interviews with some.
What's that?
His air quotes are like just ridiculous.
I don't know, but I take issue with the whole, like, if someone's, screwing around or whatever, it's not because they're not being taken care of.
Yeah.
I don't. It's not the other person's fault for not pampering them just right.
Right.
You know.
Absolutely. And that's sexist as hell too, by the way.
Yeah.
But
Exactly. Yeah.
his air quotes just they're like, people who take advantage or misuse ellipses. Like, just stop. You're doing it wrong.
Oh my god! I got into a Twitter freaking debate, or no, it was a YouTube debate. That's right, with one of Unirock's mod men or whatever about the whole ellipsis thing. I'm like, but no, that's not what you. It's a long story, but I hear you there.
People too, and these women are very legitimate. They're very nice, sweet people. I have no reason to doubt them, but I am doing my thorough investigation on this because when I put this out, I want it to be straight up hardcore, and I want to make sure that it is put to the light where it is nobody can argue about it. But I will tell you this. Tooth Fairy, I know who you are. Oh, dear Tooth Fairy. Oh, Tooth Fairy. You've been a bad, bad boy.
Wait, is he saying, is Tooth Fairies like someone's screen name or something? Is that what he's saying?
I don't know. I was saying, don't tell my kids if you know who the Tooth Fairy is.
Oh.
So, you want to come out and slander people and say some shit. Because here's what I'm going to do. Like I said, I have no love lost for the Duggars. But I'll put it this way. When people start talking some crazy shit, I can start talking about the Tooth Fairy. And the funny thing is...
Did he say bunny?
Oh, yeah, I hope not, but I can speed him up, Diane.
Shit gonna get deep, bro. When this will come out, I don't know. But I will put it this way. I'm going to put out a call right now because I haven't said any names or anything. I'm just saying the Tooth Fairy. But if
I'm just saying he's at 1.5 speed right now, right? Oh no, he's not. I'm sorry, my bad. Okay, now he is.
Where's he from?
anybody knows,
Huh?
From like Arkansas?
I don't know. I Indiana or something maybe. I'm not sure.
No way. Much.
No,
further.
he's like one of us. I mean, he kind of goes after Katie and shit hard or whatever. I don't know what he's trying to say here right now. And I mean, I read what some people say that he claims or whatever, but I don't know what exactly the claim is.
Yeah, I lived in Arkansas for several years. My grandma still lives there, so that wasn't like an insult. I'm saying he speaks like a Southern person.
Oh yeah, no, he definitely does. Yeah, yeah, like the southern part of like the Midwest, kind of, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
like
I
just
don't-
the draw.
Yeah.
the Tooth Fairy has had conversations with the Tooth Fairy. And quite possibly, maybe the Tooth Fairy instigated some conversations with you and made you feel uncomfortable. Or you know somebody that had a conversation with the Tooth Fairy and made you feel uncomfortable. Please feel free to tweet me, direct message me on Twitter, and show me what you got. We'll sit down, we'll have a nice conversation on there. And you know, I will bring that shit to light. Epstein got called out, so did Cosby. I'm ready to call out the motherfucking Tooth Fairy. This is like Chris Hansen, but more like Roadhog, How to Catch a Tooth Fairy on YouTube.
All right.
So I want it to be understood. Oh, dear Tooth Fairy, you can't hide no more. You dirty, dirty bitch.
Oh,
You're trying to be a whore.
damn.
And I think it's disgusting and nasty that you're hitting on women in your significant other's subscriber list.
Damn.
I have screenshots of certain things. Rutro is fucking right. Rutro, Tato. Now, oh shit, I said Otto, not Tato. Otto. I'm gonna go get a taco at Tato. Taco.
What
But no, to the Tooth Fairy, bro. It's so horrible, man. I'm telling you, the Tooth Fairy is about to have a bad day.
God,
I think
who
the
is
Tooth
the
Fairy been eating too much fucking candy his damn self. So if the Tooth Fairy hears me, understand this: the shit you have typed in DMs, they're not deleted forever, brother. Say, I know how to investigate too. I knows the taco dude down at the Tato. Don't worry about it. Got to play a lot of Kodo. You know, don't want this. I wouldn't want any kind of back alley lawyers trying to fuck with me. I'll just put it this way: there's a significant YouTuber and her significant other. You know, they work out together, and usually the other significant person is in one room and the other's in another room. And the one significant person is called Tooth Fairy. That's the code name this person goes under. And this person has been talking some dookie with some females. And my emails be burning up, and that's fine because I wasn't going to show screenshots. I'll show IP addresses.
Ooh.
Well, how do you have? How does he have IP addresses? What? He pulled up an IP catcher the other day. Is that what? Did he use it? Whatever. I don't know.
What is
So-
IP? What does it do?
An IP catcher?
Yeah.
Oh, basically, it's not just as simple as setting it up. Although it's really simple to set up. You also have to kind of trick the person into clicking on it. So you can use it to catch like a bunch of IPs or just a specific IP, depending on how you go about how you utilize it. But basically, you take a website, you take a destination, like say I want to use whatistheharm.com.
Yeah.
And say I use that. So, and I put that into there's a website that does it called Grabify. I put that into Grabify. Then it's going to spit out to me a link that will, if anyone clicks on the link, it will take them to whatistheharm.com. But because it's a different link, it's going to make like a split tiny second pit stop somewhere else on the way that the person has no idea that it's swinging by. It's like a drive-through, and it logs the IP address. So it's literally an IP catcher.
Oh, okay. And what kind of information? I'm sorry, I don't know about this stuff, but what kind of information does an IP give you?
Well, not much. Basically, like it's say, okay, for vaccine advocacy, you know how you come across like a lot of sock accounts or whatever.
Yeah.
You could assuming no one's using a VPN, you can kind of link if you learn, like say KTJ is using a SOC account, say, and we tricked her before we caught her IP address, let's say. Well, say that there's now an account that we suspect is her. Well, if we can trick that person into clicking on the link without anyone else clicking on the link, so it has to be done usually like in DMs or something, then we can compare the IP addresses and know that they're the same person, more or less. That's pretty much all that can be done with it, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Or other than that, but I mean, what the information that it will tell you is like region. Like my IP address, if you were to search, if you learn my IP address and you looked it up, it would say like Deerfield, New York, because that's where my ISP is that I connect to. That's the closest one that I'm located to.
Oh, okay.
So like that's it. It just tells you region.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh yeah, John says from an IP you can tell what state they're connecting from. Sometimes city, if it's a library or Starbucks or college. Okay, I didn't know all that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't, of course, either.
Yeah, I mean, you have to have a specific reason for using it. Yeah, this dude is rat linking. I know he showed it. He showed it like he was sharing screen and he showed the Grabify site though. I don't know why. I can't remember why he did that. I don't quite recall. So I don't know. But okay, so I take it then Todd is the tooth fairy and Todd's been like, I don't know, getting in other women's DMs or some shit.
I don't know, but I'm very curious at this point.
Yeah. All right, let me go back.
He's dragged me in.
But you never know. Here, I got one better for you. Yep, certain screenshots you can deny.
Ooh.
Let me put this out here. But what if I told you there was a certain screenshot with a certain person's face and a certain person's hanging out?
Penis?
Can't deny that, bro.
Oh.
But see, I'm just kind of,
Okay.
and I'm not going to say who this person is. But you shouldn't be taking dirty ass selfies. That's not cool.
Was that?
Is he a penis? Is that?
I think so. I think
I'm
that's
gonna
what he's
need to
saying.
see the alleged penis in a lineup.
What was it? Wasn't that from Porky's?
What's that?
Oh no, it was Porky's. There was a birthmark or whatever on the penis, so we have to do a lineup of all the penises.
No way.
The movie Porky's, yeah.
I'm not familiar. I mean, I've heard of it.
Oh, I forget. You're like 10 years younger than me or some shit.
What is it like? One of the nerds movies?
No, it's like a late 70s, early 80s movie.
Oh yeah, no.
Coming of age movie or whatever, yeah.
That's dirty. All I'm gonna say is that's nasty. And what's funny is I really enjoy watching Uni Rock because Uni's like, I got all these people and I'm gonna protect their innocence and all. So does Roadhog. Roadhog protects the innocent. But he'll also call out a dirty birdie. Oh, I am there. I am so there.
Can I just say Unirock does not protect any fucking innocent or anything. I mean, he did this whole stream where he's talking about how he's still giving his support to Kyle. Kyle, who was just shown on camera beating the fuck out of his fiance.
What?
Oh, he's gay, so it's not like and not that it's any better. It's not any better. It's domestic violence is still domestic violence.
Right.
But I know when I say he was caught on camera beating the fuck out of his fiance, people's immediate image go from like a big burly guy or something beating the shit out of some women. And his fiance was actually bigger than him, but still his fiance was, not a dick. So his fiance didn't hit him back.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, you don't know.
Yeah.
And believe me, my eyes still hurt from it. It's nasty. It's horrible. And my phone went off because my wife told me, damn you, it's getting late.
What the?
I'm not going to say who it was or where it's from. There's quite possibly a pickle. I don't know.
A pickle?
But I will promise you this. I will not release anything until I can confirm. And I have a locked down solid truth because I'm telling you, if this works out the way it's going to work out, I hope it does because God, let it work out.
He's doing a penis lineup.
I can confirm that it is not fucking Uni. Because that either just threw the fuck up and be like, no way, dude, I'm out of this shit. No, ain't going to do it. Not today.
How do you know, though? How do you know it wasn't Uni's I mean, I would. I mean, if I were to learn it was unis, then I have no doubt I would probably have the same visceral reaction. But if you don't know, you don't know.
Well, did he say that he saw the face and then something hanging out?
Oh,
I think that's what he said at the beginning, or not at the beginning, but like
okay.
I think he said there, somebody's face and then something hanging out.
Okay. All right. I see.
I think.
I don't think anybody wants to look at what Uni's back. But I will put it this way: the Tooth Fairy's got a lot of explaining to do. So if I can get all that shit compiled, it'll be great. But it's not something that will happen over days or weeks. This is a long process. But I'll put it this way: I got served with some paperwork, so I'm kind of doing my due diligence. So if they do have to get my hard drive, I want them to see what I got.
Oh shit!
Oh,
So actually,
oh shit! Wow, that's some dirty fucking. It's
damn.
yeah. I mean, I just I'm saying it like it's a good thing though. I'm not saying it like it's a fucked up thing. It's kind of fucked up, but it's a good fucked up. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's like I'm an impressed. Damn.
Yeah, that's like fucking. It's like I don't. That's really fucking planting evidence.
Well, I mean, is it though? Like, if it was already there, he's just not doing anything to remove it, or
right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, and it's not technically evidence, although it may be evidence in it.
Well,
Litigation in the future? I don't know, but
who's like requesting his stuff, and who will be able to see it? Like,
well, Katie
would be able to see it.
I don't know how much she'd be able to see exactly, but her lawyers would. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like we all receive pretty much the same letter. The letter is like, it's not, the letter is not yet requesting for our ship, but it's like, it's a preservation letter. It's saying, listen, preserve your shit because you can, there's a good chance there's going to be a subpoena requesting your shit down the road. Like by shit, I mean like communications with the parties involved in the lawsuit, namely Steve McRae or Katie or whatever, or their agents, however you want to put it. So
this is insanity.
But the letter though that we all received is very broad. Like it doesn't specifically say what internet digital activity or whatever or communications they would request and or with whom or how or what or where shit was communicated to. Yeah, it's very broad. So technically they could request his shit and that would be part of the shit that they get.
Right. Has anybody who received the letters like had an attorney look at them like for themselves?
I did. It was a personal like friend, a favor, whatever.
Yeah. See, girl, you and me, we's on the same page. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, basically, like he told me, he said, you don't send her anything. He said my advice would be don't send anything without a subpoena.
Yeah.
Since because I'm not a party in the lawsuit, I'm just there's no reason for me to be dragged through into this really. And he said, but I also wouldn't delete anything because no matter what, it's not going to look good if down the road you're called to recall some shit and you can't recall it. It's got to look suspect as fuck and it's going to hurt your friend's case, Gotcha. So I'm like, I hear you. I didn't plan on deleting shit anyways. And he said, I got it. I have to add though that, and now mind you, I didn't tell him much about the lawsuit or who she was or anything really about her. He said, as I read this letter though, it reads as though she wrote it herself and she just paid some internet lawyer to slap his hand or his name on it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's funny you should say that because there's kind of this running theory that she used a template to write this up. And like, this is like a family friend of hers that slapped his name on it. So, right. And he's like, yeah, all right, that would make sense.
The last cease and desist order that I got through Facebook fucking Messenger, there's been 3 of them now. 3. I sent over to, well, I didn't send, I sent in Messenger to a guy I went to high school with who's now an attorney in California. And he sent me back the template that they copied.
Oh my God. Yeah. Katie sent a cease and desist letter. It was over a year and a half ago to, I think it was to Sherelle's World. I think, no, or it was to Steve. I forget who it was to, but that's what it was. It was like the exact template was found. Yeah, it's hilarious. And which, I mean, technically anyone can send a cease and desist. It's just it holds a lot more weight if it
Oh,
comes
this was
from a
from
lawyer.
an actual law firm that actually existed using, I think, yes, using an attorney who actually worked there's name, but it was not, it was a woman sent from a man's Facebook.
I think I remember this.
Yeah, and then the man I actually spoke to at the law firm or whatever, he said at the end, he said a bit of free advice, and I was like, sure. He was like, stop insinuating that doctors are sex care workers or something like that. Because I basically, like, it was something to Dr. Kelly Brogan and saying that she sells her ass on the backlit corners of YouTube or some shit like that.
Oh my god, it's hilarious. Oh my god, I'd be like so embarrassed. I mean, like, not for nothing. How can you successfully, effectively threaten a lawsuit if you can't even afford to pay for the threat to be sent?
Right.
You know, I
You
mean,
can't.
yeah, if you can't afford the cease and desist letter, then you sure as fuck can't afford the lawsuit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's, yeah.
And that's the thing. I mean, like, if that is like, if what, the attorney who looked at my letter, if what he said were true, I mean, it doesn't. I don't think it takes away much validity or whatever of the letter. I mean, the letter holds weight on its own, regardless of how it came to be. But it does definitely give some insight into how much she's either willing or how much she's able to spend on this lawsuit.
Huh.
I find that telling. So I don't know.
It's one of
okay.
those slap. Where does the person who's she suing? Where do they live?
Oh, she's not.
Oh.
Actually, she's being sued.
By the Chrisley guy. Yeah, I heard.
No. No, Chrisley hasn't actually filed against her yet. Chrisley right now is deposing her for another lawsuit.
Well, and I agree with you real quick. I don't think I agree with you. The way that he said the thing he said the other day that you played, she is being sued.
Right.
Instead of I am suing her or something like that.
Yeah.
I got the same feeling that you did.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll believe it when I see it, kind of thing. But I have no reason to doubt him. It's just the way he worded that. But
right. Yeah.
The person who's suing her now is Steve McRae from the Non Sequitur show.
Okay.
I know you've read like mine and Sally's conversations there in Messenger.
Is he the one that's been on your YouTube a couple times? Okay.
Yeah. He's the one suing her for defamation because he had an idea. He talked to someone, and the person he talked to was like, "Fuck yeah, you got a case! Holy shit!" And I think that he does have a case. But mostly he wouldn't have even entertained the idea, but she just wouldn't fucking stop. Like, I mean, they were both quiet for a year. Then the NDA expired. So I did a live stream, and ever since then, Katie's just been like out of the gate. And whatever. I understand her responding to my live stream. Okay. And people respond. I get that. But yeah, it's the same. She keeps saying that he sexually harassed her. Now,
I remember that from back when going down or whatever. Right.
And the thing is I have no doubt that Steve sometimes says shit that, maybe not in a sexually harassing way, but just says some shit that people are just like, what's he talking about? Whatever. But I cannot picture him sexually harassing her. I know. I don't buy it. I don't fucking buy it. And the thing is that her story changed about it so many times. Her initial claim about it changed.
Right.
Where it happened, how it happened, when it happened, what was said. Was it harassment? Or then it changed to shoot. Oh, he just made her feel uncomfortable. And then, no one was around to hear it when they were alone. And the way she explained it to the court was like, the other panel person, whatever, on our stream left the room, and she's talking about it as if it's a physical room. She's not doing anything to prevent that impression being formed anyways. So it sounds like he in person sexually harassed her, which
right.
That wouldn't be the case even if he had harassed her. So it's just the way she went about presenting everything is just was very deceitful.
Yeah.
And then when I got to see the actual evidence she presented to the court last year for her temporary restraining order, it's fucking like it's bullshit. She sat there, she attested that, oh yeah, the judge granted the order, which yeah, she did get her TRO, but the way Minnesota court works in this regard is they pretty much give out every application. They award everyone with a TRO for the most part because it's on erring on the side of caution, and it only lasts for like 2 weeks or some shit like that. And they only present it long enough for the other side to come in and dispute it if they so choose, you know? Yeah. Then maybe it can turn into an actual RO, but then they need to see more evidence. So to get the initial TRO, you just basically have to ask for it, just about. So when I see the evidence, so that she had submitted, and now this is evidence that the court would have thoroughly, vetted and looked through and everything had the hearing happened.
Right.
There's no way in hell she would have been awarded anything. No way.
Huh.
And now she's filed more petitions for more TROs against other people. So now she's showing a pattern of using the courts like this.
Yeah.
All because people talk about her online.
Huh. Okay.
She's trying to control the internet basically through the court system. It's nuts.
Yeah, that's not what the court system is for.
Oh, yeah, no shit. Irish Badass says Billy called all of your diss tracks an art festival. Oh, that's right. Who is this Billy? I knew she told me. Let me pull him up again. Damn it. Oh, there. Messages. Billy the Fridge. Let me pull him up. I didn't look at his YouTube channel. I just saw the screenshot you sent me. Oh, damn it. Not Big the Fridge. Oh, there it is. Okay, Billy the Fridge. So who is he? What does he do? Oh, is he a comedian? Oh shit, okay. Cool. All right, I'm gonna put a link here in the chat if anyone wants to check him out. And then I'm gonna go back to the end of this video here because I want to catch the end. So here. Billy the Fridge. There we go. All right, so I'm going back to the rest of Roadhog.
So I'm like, hell yeah, come check my computer out.
Sorry.
I'll put the whole file together for you, bro. I'll show you where the fucking folder is.
What? No, you didn't.
And you want to know why I feel very lucky to have the subscribers and the people that trust me is because they know I don't call them out. They know that I'm going to hold this shit right here. And she told me again, get your ass in here, man. So I will put it like this. She can be mad and she can be glad. And I told you, bitch, roses are red and violets are blue. Holy shit. Your husband's fucking around on you.
Oh.
That goes out to that special person. They know who they are. But we'll see. And if everything pans out the way I hope it pans out, I'm going to be able to straight up bust a cheater. Just remember the show Cheaters?
Yeah, I remember
Cheaters?
that show.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, God.
Today on this episode of Cheaters, who finds out Pod has been fucking around on Susie and doing all this dumb shit and blah, 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 blah. Them bitches used to come out and beat the shit out of that motherfucker when they found, oh, hell no, nah. Jimmy, you cheating on me. Whooping his ass right on the TV, nigga, no fuck. So, let that sink into your head that some cat named Tooth Fairy possibly doing nasty shit. And no, Roadhog is not you.
Wasn't the host of that show stabbed in one episode?
Oh, shit, I don't know. Joey something?
The original host, yeah. I think they ended up changing hosting probably after he got stabbed. I don't know. Yeah, I want to say the original host was stabbed or some shit. Like, he almost died, I think.
Holy shit.
Damn it. Oh.
Dude, I can see that motherfucker bark on. Do it. But I have decided to put myself in the investigative reporter's seat. And I'm going to give you hard-hitting facts. How's that sound to you, Tooth Fairy? And you know this, man. So I'm going to go to the lovely Mrs. Hogg and hug her and kiss her and tell her I love her.
Oh.
Aw.
Okay,
while
Aaron, I found
Toad
it.
sits off.
What's that?
I found it.
What?
In early 2003, Greco, his name was Joey Greco, was allegedly stabbed by a cheating boyfriend
Yep.
when the cheaters crew boarded the man's boat. However, on November 3rd, 2009, the news magazine program Inside Edition interviewed the female companion who said it was all staged.
Oh, so he wasn't really stabbed?
Well, I guess not. Greco was confronted a week later by the program's investigative reporter, Matt, somebody. Greco declined to answer any of his questions, stating he couldn't legally comment on the accusation.
What a dick. I mean, I hope he was stabbed. No, I'm kidding.
There were no arrests, though.
Yeah, he wasn't stabbed then. There's no way that no network would sit there and let a show's host just get stabbed and not arrest anyone. No way. So Irish Badass says Billy is known for Billy the Fridge is known for his rap diss tracks. Comedian, live streamer, co-host on Drunken Peasant podcast. Known for threatening Leafy is here years ago, but they've been friends for years now. I don't know who Leafy is here. So cool. So basically he writes parodies, and he loved our parodies. Awesome.
Nice.
Yay.
Is that the one you played for me before, like behind or backstage?
Oh, the song? Yeah. That's my parody. Yeah. If you go to my channel, under playlists, like it should be the first one there. It says our music album. It's all the songs that I come across that I know of that everyone has uploaded so far. So there's like 9 of them, I think.
I got a shout out to Sally, but you too. Yeah, Sally. Yeah, me too. And until she corrected me.
Dory.
Dorit.
Yeah, I called her. I thought her name was Dorit.
Yeah, everybody did. So did I.
Until I listened to some podcast, and the podcast was reading one of her law reviews, and the person on the podcast referred to her as Dory. I was like, oh no, son of a bitch! I've been pronouncing her name wrong for like fucking years.
Oh no, actually, it was Moshe who told. Okay, so there's a guy who lives. He's a professor at College of Charleston, a science professor, and I introduced him. Well, I didn't. Never mind. Dorit wrote the. I don't know something. He wrote a book, and it's been published or whatever. Jenny Sleepover Jenny. It's an anti-vax coffee table book, and on one side it's kind of like it's pretends like it's written for children, and on the other side it's like adult breakdowns or whatever. And she wrote the foreword. That's what it's called. She wrote the foreword for it. But he and I were somewhere. I think we'd gone to the State House. Yeah, we'd gone to the State House, and I was talking to him. I was telling something Dorit, and he said, "Are you sure that's how it's pronounced?" And I was like, I think so. He said, "I think it's Dorit." And I was like, "Well, why would you think that?" He said, "Well, because it's Jewish." And I was like, "How do you know it's Jewish?" He's like, "She's Jewish." I was like, "How do you know she's Jewish?" And he said, "Her last name is whatever, her last name is."
Right.
And I was like, "Oh, he's like, "Wait a second, you know I'm Jewish, right?" And I was like, "How the fuck am I supposed to know that?" And he's like, "My name is Moshe." I'm like, okay.
I wouldn't have known it either. Yeah, I don't know.
So, and then I told her that story, and she told me that Dr. Offit had always pronounced it correctly because he asked her. So, basically, I lied. She didn't correct me. He did. But she also kind of was like, "Yeah, you would have known if you asked," but she said it in her nice Dorit way.
Mermaid in the ICU just added, last about Erin. Sorry, I just can't stand her. She was so incompetent and dangerous that she got moved to multiple floors before being fired. You got to know your shit when everyone is drowning.
Yeah. Oh, you can talk about her as much as you want.
Yeah,
as far as
we're cool with it. Yeah. We'll join in with you.
Absolutely. We completely 100% agree. I made a meme about her once, and it was from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and it was, oh God. I have to find it because I can't remember the words at the moment because the music's playing in the background, and so I need the beat. And, but I'm gonna look for it so I can. And Aaron, if I send it to you, can you like put it up or something?
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll share it on Twitter and everything. Like I know you're on Twitter. It's just like most of the people here in the chat, like if they follow me or whatever, like it's usually on Twitter or Instagram, but usually on Twitter because I don't really do much on Instagram. Like I think I shared one thing on Instagram yesterday. Like that was like the first thing I shared in like months.
Oh, I just meant like in the YouTube in the live right here. But I mean,
oh yeah. Okay, all right, yeah.
if
I
you
thought
want,
you
if you
meant,
want, it's up. I'm not,
No, I thought
I'm
meant
not,
like later on, like if I send it to you like tomorrow or okay.
oh,
But yeah. Oh yeah, I can share. I can share screen.
it's okay.
All right. So is there anything else that Roadhog goes on about? Because it looks like he's about to wrap it up, but there's still like 5 minutes left on the clock. So
He's funny. Like
he is yeah
he has me cracking up.
yeah, and he's been kind of like the what's the word I'm looking, the abrasive bitch this community's needed. Like not worried about hurting feelings. He's not worried about saying the right thing. He's not worried about appeasing anyone. You know, like he's been saying a lot of shit that's been on a lot of people's minds, but even still, people won't admit that it's been on their minds. I don't think, at least most people won't. Which I mean, so his take on everything has been like like a double-edged sword. Like it's been good, but it's been bad. You know, I think for him it's been good and bad too. You know,
Right.
but I think that I think you just need it. You need the bluntness sometimes and whatever. You need to just say, I don't give a shit about people's feelings, and this is the way it is.
So,
oh, without a CD, that's funny. Oh my god, but someone came. What was the name? Someone came up with. Oh, John says I vote for calling it the Diss Mix, our album. I like that. I second your vote. I like the Diss Mix.
I don't know what that is, so I'm sure I like it too. No.
Our parody songs in response to her letter.
Yeah, no, I get that. I just didn't know what the Diss Mix one is because I've only heard yours.
Oh no, the whole thing, the whole playlist should be called the Diss Mix.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what he's saying. Like DIS, space MIX. This. Okay.
Okay, I just tagged you in the meme because I need the because whatever the intro is what is the part that mentions Aaron.
Where'd you share it at?
I tagged you in it.
Oh, on Facebook?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I tagged you and Sally, so
okay. Oh, okay. Think responsibly mentioned you in a comment. Yay.
Yeah, I just
Oh.
it's hard to find, so I know where the picture is, but to get to the actual post to see what I had written for the introduction, I don't remember. So
okay, I looked at this though on Firefox. I got to bring it over to Chrome. Yeah, because I can't share on fucking Firefox. All right.
Sorry to be a pain.
No, it's not a pain. It takes like 2 seconds. It's not like I have to sign into Facebook to look at it. It's a public page, but I am signed in apparently. Interesting.
I'm never not signed in. I don't think. I just did my 24 hours though in jail again.
Oh my god, I haven't been in jail in so long.
Dude, this is the first time in this new account. My last one, I couldn't spit without,
Okay, so here it is. Here's the meme she was talking about. Come with me and you'll be in a world of HIPAA violations.
With HIPAA spelled correctly with 2 A's.
Yes, exactly. Not 2 P's.
So it's like that song, come with me and you'll be in a world
of HIPAA violations.
Yeah, but I'm starting to get real words. In a world of, I don't remember, but HIPAA violations works.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, so I said I remember this one from high school, Erin Marie and her licensing body.
Oh god, that's funny.
Yeah.
She never got in trouble for that shit either, did she?
That's bullshit.
Yeah, it is. That's some bullshit right there. Oh man.
But I was thoroughly impressed by my rhyming skills and stuff in that one.
I gotta tell you, I surprised myself with
Right?
being able to write that song. I think part of it though was I picked a song that I loved, so it was I it by like the back of your hand, or like the back of your hand or whatever. So I think that helped. But
Oh, you know what's funny is that like I I shared a couple of the screenshots with you, but one I don't think I shared the one with you from about Jay, and Jay told me hold on I'm looking. He said, okay,
Oh.
so he was talking about me being on here, today. He said,
Uh-huh.
you need to say cunt a lot. Like, anti-vaxxers are cunts and fuck those dumb cunts. And I said, I'm American. I can't get away with that like you. He said, I'll phone in with a message from anti-vaxxers.
But then he should know that. Oh no, I didn't play this right. When I played the song for you, we were in the studio. We weren't on the stream. I was gonna say because he can just look at my channel and look at the video. There's cunt all throughout it.
he would thoroughly love that song, I think.
Yeah, he would. All right, I'm gonna change the name of this. Edit.
I don't know if he's still watching or not. It's like
I haven't seen him in chat, so I don't know.
It's really late or early there. Like
England, like London, England or whatever is like 5 hours ahead.
I think it's like 8.
Yeah, I don't think he's in that time zone. I think he's like 1 or 2 past it. Because isn't he like I don't know, he's in another country than England, isn't he? But he's part of the EU.
He's in England.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's
like Scotland or Wales or some shit.
No, yeah, he's right there at the border of Wales and England, but he's on the England side mostly. Well, he has a flat.
It's like his left foot on the.
he has a flat in both places, so.
Oh, okay.
He said he told me to make sure that I gave him a shout out before. Well, here it is, Jay. Like, I'm definitely talking about you now, giving all your information.
Yeah, well, all the way down to your address.
Yeah,
where people can find you. See.
You were right. They're like 5 hours ahead, so it's like 7:30 in the morning, which he would normally be up by this time, but he stayed up late, watching other things, so he might not be.
Yeah, Jay. She gave me your address, so be forewarned. I have a passport. I have a passport. No, you didn't. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I mean, I don't think he would care if I did, but.
Berber, just make it sound friendly. Say cunt muffin instead.
I've used what do I like? Cuntopotamus. No, that's Twatopotamus.
Yeah.
Twatopotamus and Cuntosaurus Rex.
Yes.
And you got to spell Rex like WREX or something, like they just wrecked it. Yeah, I use all kind of craziness.
I like cunt waffle. I don't know why. it reminds me of like blue waffle, so like cunt waffle. Yeah. I don't know.
Why is it that every time we get somehow we always get on this in Hot Pockets, and I'm the one that's bringing up the Hot Pockets this time? It's like I've been introduced into the thing. And pineapple pizza, like every.
Well, yeah, pineapple pizza. That's always like on our mind. Come on, actually, it's on my mind right now because I'm fucking hungry.
See, I ate in the intermission.
I didn't. I should have. I didn't.
I'm spaghetti down my throat.
I think twat waffle is funny personally.
What?
It's 7:21 here in England. Llama Girl says. John says, I think twat waffle is funny personally.
I like to like mix them up though. Like I like to put things together and like I love to play with words. So I like to just kind of mix things up and see what happens. So when what was the muffin one?
Cunt muffin or
cunt muffin? Was it cunt muffin? I don't remember. Anyways, but I just like to switch them around and do funny things with them, especially with curse words and like bad words. If you use them in weird ways, like you use fuck where shit should be, it's just it's like even that much more like ooh, Aaron, I like your blue your blue lipstick. There was a thing about that, huh?
It's fine. Yeah, it's over. We actually there's a screenshot was shared to that kind of pinpointed the source of that rumor.
Ah,
So, and it was not me. But
ah,
yeah, and it kind of showed that it was bullshit.
gotcha.
So, yeah, it's all right. So thank you. Yes, thank you.
It looks good.
Um, I I like taking like turn of phrases and fucking with them. I don't know. That's what I like doing. Like a good example would be like Ricky isms from the Trailer Park Boys. Get two birds stoned at once.
Say that
You
again.
know, get two birds stoned at once.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I like doing. Douche canoe. That's a good one. Twat badger. That I like that one. Twat badger. That's a good one. And what's the other one? Quim Gibbon. Quim Quim. I don't get that one.
Hold on.
What's a quim?
Here, look.
Gibbon, I get, but quim. I like twat badger though. That's a good one. Hawk skull. I remember the trauma of googling blue waffle. Exactly. It's twat waffle. Okay. Dude, I'm telling you, like you end up with like dick pics or whatever in your DMs. You reciprocate by sending them a picture of a vagina back. You just make it a blue waffle, and and next thing you know, that dick is blocking you.
They don't. Facebook now, because I'm assuming what was one of those, an unsolicited dick pic, but Facebook literally covered it, like put a filter over it, and said, in case you don't want to see this. And so I didn't even have to open it. I was like, nice try, Mr. whatever the fuck your name is. And I
that's
never
funny.
looked at it. So they like, dude, they filtered it. I'm gonna see.
Twatopotamus.
Twatopotamus.
Twatopotamus. Butt gerbil.
Butt charcoal?
Butt gerbil.
Oh, I thought I said butt charcoal. I'm like, hey, that's kind of cool.
Oh god. Oh, that's funny. Butt gerbil. Yeah, butt gerbil.
Where'd you go?
Did you see the special shells Claire shared earlier? No, I did not, Nikki. What do you mean? Shared where? Shared where? I'm scared.
I found it. Look.
Yeah, I'm checking our group chat. Or I don't see anything in here yet, though.
Can you see it? Look.
Oh no, I meant like a different group chat. But here, let me.
No, I'm showing you how the Facebook filtered the picture that he sent.
Oh, so yeah, it's not even like a mosaic over it. It's just completely covered. That's cool.
Yeah. It says, photo is covered to protect you from unwanted content. Tap to see blurred photo. I said, no, thank you.
Why did it take Facebook that long to come up with a block for dick pics? I mean, dick pics have been around since like the beginning of the internet. I get it. Certain features may not come to mind or whatever as quickly as others, but come on. This had to come to mind like before, I don't even know, like at least before the Social Network movie was made or whatever. It's
I was shocked when I saw it. So I mean, I can't really. I was like, oh, that's really brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, here's one of my cease and desists. You obviously no. Okay, this isn't really. It's just you obviously want to get sued. Remove all reference to the person and block him, or I will be taking legal action against your group.
Yeah, this doesn't come across as very threatening. I don't know. All right, you DM'd me. All right. Oh, what the fuck? God damn it, Nikki. Son of a bitch. All right. Save image. Why is my computer is so slow? Okay. Come on, Finder open. Okay, so yeah, this is what she sent me. Apparently, who's Claire Bear said this earlier. Did you see the special shells Claire shared earlier? Okay, so that's what this is. These are special shells that Claire Bear, one of my other moderators there, shared earlier. God damn it.
Ew.
Actual shells, apparently. Like seashells? Like, really?
My
I was
friends-
thinking, like, I don't, like the end of like an elephant trunk or something, maybe. I don't know, but that's weird. Yeah, we on Claire Bear's channel, we'll go on there for streams and talk about certain things, and we got on the subject of like duck penises. So then
Ooh.
duck porn became a thing.
Interesting.
Yeah, because like how their penises are like screw or whatever. I don't know.
They're what?
They're like duck sex is like probably like the most barbaric sex.
Have you heard how hyenas do it? Okay, go ahead.
Well, like the penises are like a screw, like they kind of, I don't know, and but apparently the duck vagina is also like a screw.
Oh,
I don't know. It's fucked up. It's some fucked up media shit.
that,
So thanks, Nikki.
those weren't as bad as I was expecting. They look kind of like oysters.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Not. Sorry. Have you seen the? Oh no. There's like a cake.
Oh, yeah, I have
And
those.
it's like an old woman who like. You know what I'm talking about? She like rubs it.
Oh no, I'm talking
Yeah.
about the geology one.
Oh, yeah. I'm yes, but no. Yeah, but no. The ones. Oh my god. Have you seen the baby shower ones with like the head coming out of like vagina cake?
Oh my god, really?
Like
That's
who
fucking
in the
crazy.
hell thought no? No, that was too much right there.
I know I have those. I saved those because like I took those screenshots of the actual thread of that cake one. I don't know where the fuck they are though.
What were we talking about before duck sex? Because
See, ducks. It's always the duck sex. I'm telling you, duck sex just fucks up every conversation.
we were talking about something and I don't remember what now.
There it is. Clams. Oh, wow, I have this saved from 2018 already on my computer. That's funny. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and share this.
I'm jamming to Cardi B.
All right, so image. So yeah, this was a Facebook post from Nadia Cakes. This beautiful geode rock cake is available now in Maple Grove. Only one 4-inch round vanilla cake, iced with whatever, blah blah blah. Please note that due to rock candy, this cake cannot be refrigerated. At managers meeting on Monday. Well, once again, we've underestimated our customers' ability to see genitals in our baked goods. Let's put that cute mushroom cake we had planned in the do not make file. Nadia Cake says, guys, have you seen the mad skills of our cake design team? If we made a vagina cake, you wouldn't be saying, oh my God, that cake is a vagina. You'd be saying, oh my God, that vagina is a cake. Well, it's official. Our customers are 50% rock enthusiasts and 50% perverts.
That's awesome.
Wait, was that it? Yeah, okay, almost. We looked this cake right in the crotch and didn't see a vagina either. I mean, we see it now though. Those were like the funniest ones I saw at the time. Oh god, that was funny.
I love those.
Just-
Like when a post just goes that way. Like no, you don't expect, you don't plan it. It just a post just goes that way, and you're like, oh, those are the best.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's a whole Reddit of this stuff. I'm expecting a mayhem edition of this. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah. Google Geoduck, and tell me, God, the universe doesn't have a sense of humor. Geoduck. All right.
Theo Duck. I'm scared. I'm scared.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you don't usually, you don't want to Google shit that someone here tells you to Google. What? Can you hear my stomach growling? It's so loud. It's a very large saltwater clam in the family. I don't know. I can't pronounce that. It's the largest burrowing clam in the world. It's also one of the longest living animals of any type, with a typical lifespan of 140 years. Holy shit.
It's the longest. What did it say? Longest what?
Of that type of animal, it's the longest living one. The typical lifespan is about 140 years.
Gotcha.
It's a burrowing clam. Oh, wait, what? Wait, okay. The name geoduck is derived from whatever, either a word composed of a first element of an unknown meaning and whatever meaning genitals, referring to the shape of the clam, or a face meaning dig deep, or perhaps both, is a double entendre. It is sometimes known as a mad duck, king clam, or when translated literally from Chinese, an elephant trunk clam. A group of geoducks is called a bag. Between 1983 and 2010, the scientific name of this clam was confused with that of an extinct clam. Oh, okay, that doesn't. That's funny. So it was basically named possibly over like genitals that dig deep.
Cool. Yeah.
It's funny. Duck figgy. And people eat them.
Yeah.
That's funny. Is that a geoduck in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Yay, duck corn.
I think I'm way behind where you are or something, because
the chat. I once I lose track, I just scroll all the way down to the latest, and then I'll just scroll up real quick and just stop at the ones that have me tagged usually.
Gotcha.
Because I can't keep up with the chat. Let's see. I haven't scrolled all the way up in a while. I don't think I missed anything though. Oh, okay. John had, when we were talking earlier, John had said Roadhog said it had face and peen.
Yeah.
He said he saw the face. Llama Girl says, okay.
So how are some people able to make my name appear in orange?
Well, first of all, you can't do it through stream. Oh yeah, you can't comment anyways because you're not the host. You're on an iPad, you said?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. We can't. There's no tagging apparently for iPad. It's annoying.
Well, no, this is the first time I've used it.
Okay. Well, if you're on a desktop, say any browser, doesn't matter, but on a desktop, if you go to chat, if you go to comment in the chat, if you use the @ symbol and then start to type someone's name, then you'll get the drop down menu and then you pick the person you want, or you just hit enter if it's just if it's right there, highlight if that person's name is highlighted, and then you just type what you want to type and hit enter, and then when the person you tagged, when it comes up on the screen, that person you tagged will appear in orange just for that person you tagged.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it won't appear orange for anyone else.
One person I was in orange and one person not, and I've tried to do it before on my phone because that's all.
Yeah, I don't think
it let me comment, but on my phone, and I'm on my iPad here.
Yeah, I mean you can comment everything, but I don't know about the phone. I haven't tried the phone, and I don't think to tag. But I know on the mobile version for iPad, you can't tag. Although one time I was able to tag. I don't know why. I'm actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm wondering maybe I was signed in through a browser, signed into YouTube through a browser instead of using the app. I wonder if maybe that's why. I don't know. But it's just one time.
I don't know what this is because I just
Well,
can't.
Karen Collins, maybe you have a newer iPad than I do. I don't know.
I just got this one. My son, just set it up today. It's not new though. It's
Oh.
like my my husband's best friend works for AT&T.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he just gave us this one.
Yeah, mine's old too. 2018 or 2019, I got it. General.
Mine's
About.
old, 2018, 2019.
It is old. It's the
That's
6th generation iPad.
How do you tell that?
So, if you go into settings and then go to general, and then on general, you get the side menu there that comes up. You hit about, and then it says it right there. It'll say what software version you're on and everything.
I don't even know how to like get out of this. I'm awful. I hate. I used to work for Sprint too, and I hated with the iPhones. Well, first of all, Apple's so special. We had to close our entire store down for a day so that they could come set shit up because nobody could do it for us or for them. And they're like, Apple is special. And I hate the operating system. If you're going to sing Hanson.
Fuck you, Sally.
Sally said to. Sally told me.
No, I know. It popped up. I saw it pop up on mine at the same time. I'm not singing Hanson. Get out of here. Hanson doesn't even want to sing Hanson.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Hops. They're weird.
Oh, yes, right. I'm still someone. Actually, though, I'm going to wrap this up, though, because it's almost 3 a.m. and I have to work
Holy
tomorrow night or tonight.
I gotta get up in like 3 hours, Tommy.
Oh, see? Yeah. It works on an
No.
iPhone, but you have to actually type the entire name out instead of having a drop-down menu. Okay, good to know, Jennifer Fall. Thank you. Good to know. So I guess you can tag on an iPhone. Mine is generation 14. And what's mine again? I forget. 6th generation. So,
I gotta see.
yeah, yours is a lot newer than mine.
Hers is what? What was it?
Generation 14. They
Generation.
haven't come out with 6 more iPads since I had this one. I only got this one a couple years ago. Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to look.
I don't know.
Setting? No. How do you look this?
I don't know. All right, so yeah, I'm going to wrap this up. So, good night, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Thanks for being here, Amber. It was fun. We should do this like a lot more often. Seriously.
Oh,
And we gotta get Sally to come on too. So,
dude. I know, Sally.
yeah,
Sally.
yeah.
This is the man.
Sally.
I know you're
If you
She's
if you
there
come
listening.
on, yeah, if you come on a live stream, then I will sing Hanson.
oh
Okay.
God, Sally, you gotta, yeah, make her do it for real. About software update. Hold on, I'm almost there. Software version 14.6. Is that what I'm looking at?
Well, yeah, right.
Model
Right
name.
below that, yeah, right below there, it should say model name or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and it should say the iPad, and then it should give the generation.
It's iPad Air 2.
Oh, all right, yeah, you have the same one I used to have.
Oh.
There was one I had before this one. That was a good iPad. I liked that one.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's a good one. It's really thin too and light, and yeah, it's nice.
I have no idea how to get back to where I can see you. So yeah, I guess I'll
Okay,
say goodbye.
that's okay.
Sally, you have to come on so we can make Aaron sing Hanson.
Yes, you do, and I will sing Hanson if you come on.
Okay.
All right, everyone. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.